Today I'm going to give you a full walkthrough for the Manus Metyr Questline, which starts off at this cathedral here. Now I'll show you how to go ahead and get to it, and there's a reason for this, because on the way you want to pick something up. So we want to start off on this place here, which is the Bonnie Village. If you haven't got there, I have a video on the channel how to get to the Bonnie Village. Now you basically want to go here, and there's an item we need to pick up on the way to the cathedral. Okay, so once we're at this location, we need to kind of head over to this area here. Now the reason for this, as I said, is because we need to go ahead and pick up a specific item. So we can just make our way through this village here to get to it. So just go in here, and you basically want to go across this bridge, try and make it if you can. Okay, I didn't make it. You can climb up here though, pretty easily. So we want to just head over this way, and we're basically going to pick up an item which is essential for this quest line, and you may as well just get it on the way to make it easier for yourself. So you're looking for this sort of like tree thingy here, and then in front of it you can see there is this thing here, which is the Oh Mother sort of emote, I guess you could say. So we need to pick that up, and then from there we can go ahead and just head on round to this place here. So to go and get it, you just need to cross this bridge, you need to cross this one here, all the way up around here. You can go to this one if you want to pick up an item. Then you want to come around here, and then you'll just go into the cathedral there. So I'm going to fast travel there, and I'll show you what to do once you get there. Okay, so now that we're inside of here, we basically have to go through here, and we're going to be given a few items to do with the quest line. So just go through these doors, and then you're going to have to go and speak to the guy that's on the throne at the end here. This is a non-combat zone, so you don't have to worry about getting hurt right now. So we can go through here and just go up to him, speak to him, and he's going to give you some items. So we can just kind of skip through all of this if we want to. So here we go, we've got the Whole Laden Necklace and the Runes map. Now what you can also do once he's given you the items, you can talk to him a few more times, and if you keep doing this, you're going to get a few more sort of bits of text, and then he's going to ask you if you want to learn more about him. So you can go down and ask about the Glintstone Sorcerer. You can find some information about that there. Read through that if you want to. I'll just skip through it so we can get to it. And then you can study sorcery, which means essentially you can buy all of these different bits of sorcery that you've been probably experiencing recently inside the game. So yeah, you can go ahead and purchase these, which are pretty cool. So now we can go ahead and we can get on with the actual quest now. Now next up we have to head over to the Dragon's Pit, which is located around here. Now the best way to get to it, if you haven't already, is go to the castle front, which is over there, and then basically just follow the trail up. So don't go down, otherwise you won't be able to get to it. Go up, and you can just kind of follow it around until you get there. It's pretty easy to go follow on the trail, and I'll show you the exact location once I get there. Okay, so just follow along the path until you get to this place here. This is like the entrance. You basically have to follow along the path. You'll see like lots of dragon related stuff, and that's how you know you can go into it. Now before you go into it, you're going to have to fight this dragon man. He's just like an invader. He's pretty easy. You can kind of just attack him aggressively, and he's not going to have time to sort of attack back. So then we can go ahead and we can just start going into here and exploring inside of the Dragon's Pit here, and then we can go ahead and just grab the Sight of Grace, just like that. Okay, so now that we've gone ahead and gone through the Dragon's Pit, we're going to come out of this place called the Dragon's Pit Terminus, and basically from here, we're going to come out here and we're going to have access to this area here. So we want to start following along the trail down here, basically. So we want to go ahead and follow it down, and instead of going down here, we want to just head to the right. So we want to go past the dragon, all the way down here, and then down to the right of here. And we're just going to continue following it round. So yeah, we're just going to come up here and keep going down this way here, and just keep going until you get to where I show you next. And you want to keep following along until you get to this massive dragon here. This is called the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion, and there's also a grace that you can go ahead and get here, just so we can come back here later. So we are just going to make our way up the dragon here, and we're going to have to go over its wing, basically like run up its leg, up its wing, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to come out at the top, and I'll show you what you need to go when you get to the top. So here you're going to see like these red sort of flowers here. So you want to go ahead down here to these like red flowers here, and you just want to keep following it round until we get to the edge here. So it's not this one, it's the next one up. Yeah, so you want to go ahead up on this sort of left bit here, and very soon you're going to see the location that we are looking for. So here you can see that the color changes, and then we're basically going to go ahead off this ledge, and we're going to be jumping down here, jump onto here, shouldn't die from that, and yeah, we can continue going down onto here. And now we're at the coast, so we basically want to follow it down, and we need to go round and get to the coast. Now while you're here, if you haven't already, you can go ahead and pick up the map, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. You basically want to go down this bit here now that we've just been to. Now while you're here, you may as well go ahead and pick this up here, and then we can just go down here onto the beach here. You can see there's some walking hands here. Now we want to keep following it round. You're going to see a coffin, and then on the left hand side here we're going to be able to walk up this bit here. Now at this point the enemies do start to get quite difficult, and they're very long range, so they can attack you from very far away, and also they can teleport you as well, so just be very careful with their attacks here. Now on the way you may as well pick this up here, and then we can just go follow it around here, and then we've got another site of grace luckily that we can go ahead and pick up here. Go ahead, touch the grace there, and then we can continue making our way down and around here. As I said, these guys are very long range, they're quite difficult, and you're in this kind of weird, pretty cool looking place, but here we are. Okay, so now once we're in here, we basically need to look around, and you're going to see at the end here there's going to be one finger that kind of points downwards. That's one we have to go towards, and we have to go ahead and basically touch it. So if you walk through all of these, you'll kind of see the one that they're pointing at. We have to just head towards that one there. Now be careful of these guys here. These ones are very strong, and they will be able to attack you very quickly. So just make your way over here, and you can see that we're going towards this one here that we'll go ahead and touch in a second, which is part of the quest line. So here we are, and then we can hop off our horse here, and we can go ahead and sound the hanging bell here, just like this. Now for that we're going to go ahead and get the Crimson Seed Talisman, so that's just another cool thing that you're going to get from this. Okay, so now we're going to go back to where we started, and we're going to go and tell him about our progress here. So we can go ahead, head back up to his place here, tell him about the progress, and then we'll get some more stuff to go ahead and do. And then we're going to go ahead and get the runes map number 2, or the second one that we can go ahead and deal with, and then we've also got the beloved Stardust that we've got as well. So you can basically now ask about Miquella, ask about the sorcery again, and then you can ask about Miquella. He's going to tell you some more stuff that you can just know, and then again you can buy some more stuff here after you've done that, which is pretty cool. Now after you do that, what you can actually do is you can come back here to the chair, and you'll see he's actually not sitting on the chair, he'll be sitting outside, but this gives you an opportunity to go in a hidden sort of passageway. So you can go up to the chair, press examine, and there's actually a button underneath the chair that you can press, and this is going to open up a secret passageway, which is pretty cool, and we can go ahead and enter it. So you can see the chair's going to slide away, and we can go ahead and then we can drop down the ladder here. So just go ahead and you can do that. So when you're down here, there's going to be a sort of someone to fight here, and when you do this you're going to be, well, not rewarded, but they're going to say they're in debt to you basically. So as you get here you're going to go ahead and fight him. Here we go. So you can see he's pretty aggressive, but realistically he's like not that bad. Okay, so from here we want to go ahead onto this bit here, the Church District High Road, and we're just going to go up, and you can see there's like a little archway here. We're just going to go up the archway, and this is for the second finger that we're going to go ahead and touch. So you can just make your way up here, and then we're going to have to do a little bit of a sort of puzzle, but it's going to be pretty easy. Alright. So I'd recommend jumping onto here, then we can just make our way around. And also, you might want to just pick up the sort of remains of these guys here. They're going to be useful. But you can see there's like some crabs here, so potentially be careful of those. Now we're going to go across here and just jump across. And then we're going to go around here. And you might want to kill this guy here just to make it a bit easier for yourself. From here, we're going to jump down onto this roof down here. We're going to go across here. There. Now be careful of this like thing. We're going to go up here. Then we're going to go down here. We're going to land on this cross. And then we're going to go head down here. We're going to jump down there. And then here we are. Okay, so here we are. We need to go ahead on the first left here, so not this one. We need to go down this path here. Be careful, these guys are going to be trying to throw fire at you. There's like bat thing here, which is so annoying. Yeah, overall this is a really annoying area. They're just going to be bombarding you. Now I'd recommend going ahead and just medding up here, just because you're going to go up a ladder and there's a high chance you're going to get hit by a bat on the ladder. So jump up on the ladder here. As I said, high chance you're going to get hit, just like that, and yeah. Now we're going to run to this thing here very quickly, and we're going to go ahead and push the lever here. And this is going to go ahead and it's going to let the water out. So now we've got to make the route all the way back, and we're going to have to go ahead and basically go to a lift here. So just try and avoid these bats and all this. They're going to be annoying, but they're not too hard to avoid as long as you just run. So we're going to go down here, basically back the way we came, and we're going to go and take the different direction this time. So careful of that. And we're going to go ahead and just continue going round. And then on the left here, we should be able to go through here. Pick up my runes from before. And we're going to go ahead and stand on this lift here. And luckily no one has followed us in. Now at this point we have to basically just make our way through this building. Just get our way up to the top. It's not very hard to do. There's also a point of grace here, so we can go ahead and respawn here if we need to. There's also a few like little bits of items you can kind of pick up here on the way, so you can go ahead and do that if you want to. But I'm going to go ahead and just make my way up on the ladder. There's a few different ladders and things like that, but it's pretty simple to actually get around here. So there we go, got rid of him. He wasn't too bad. Just got to be careful. And then we just want to make our way up here, up to, you see the candles here. And we just want to keep going and making our way up to the top of this place. You see here there's just some items you might want to pick up on the way. So now we want to go through here and out the door. Well, there's like a hole in the wall. And we want to go up here. Be careful not to fall off. Again, there'll be items to pick up on the way. So go up here, pick up this one here. And we're going to go here and we've got another site of grace, luckily. Then we've got this little lift we're going to go in, and this lift will take us higher. Alright, so we can come up the lift and we can go this way. We're going to go to that ladder basically. So through here. Careful of these bat thingies again, as usual. There's a high chance you're going to get hit, so be careful. And once we get around here, we're going to be careful of the bats. We need to go this way actually, my bad. We need to go this way. Across here, and then you're going to see this bit down there, we're going to drop down here. So we're going to drop down onto here. Oh. We're going to drop down to this bit here, and then we're going to go round and go outside, and then we're going to go here. Alright, now, so we can take the lift here, and this will take us down. And once we do that, we'll be able to go out here. Oh, and we'll just go around here. And we're not able to unlock this yet. I think we have to do it from the other side. Then we can go down here in this lift here, and this is going to take us to another bit where there's going to be another site of grace that we can go ahead and touch. Alright, so this next bit, you just want to go down here to the site of grace and you just want to activate it. Just like this. And now we're going to go into this room here. And inside this room, there's going to be this thing here. You want to go ahead and read, and it says have mercy. You want to go ahead and pick up this item here, so this one here. Now, what you need to go ahead and do now, this is where the emote that we got earlier comes in. So you need to go ahead and you need to make sure that you have switched it. So make sure you have the one that we just picked up. I believe it's this one, the O Mother one. And we want to just go ahead and we want to go and just do it quickly. And make sure you're in the room, and it should go ahead and work. There we go. So it's opened up the door here to this sort of secret room. So we can go ahead and we can just follow through in this room, and we can just go down here. Now at this point it's very similar to the first section here. We just have to go ahead and follow it down until we get to the fingers. Now this is quite a nice looking area, and you can just ride through it on your horse or whatever it's called. So yeah, just follow along through here and just follow along the path. There's going to be some tree sentinels here, stuff like that, but you can just breeze past them. You don't have to fight them or anything like that. So as you come over here, you'll see this guy coming towards you. You can just avoid him, and as long as you get far enough away, he should stop following you. Now I want to go across this bridge here. Let's see if he's following us still. Okay, he's pretty much gone. And over here you're going to see the another sort of site of grace here. You can pick this one up if you haven't already. You can touch it if you haven't already. And then you're going to see the fingers again. So like before, we want to go ahead and basically follow towards where they're pointing, and that's the one that we're going to have to go ahead and touch. It'll be the one that's hanging the other way. There's these things here that I think you can just stay away from. There we go. And basically you just want to follow between here, and you're going to see that they're all kind of, most of them pointing in the same direction. So you want to go head down to that direction there. And just avoid all of these, all the millions of these guys. If one of these attacks you, then it's game over. So just jump through them. Just make sure you don't get stuck on them here. Also, you're going to see there's like hands on the floor that will pop up if you walk in between them, so be careful. Alright. So here we are, and you can see it's now all the way down there. And yeah, these guys here, again, these are going to be super long range, as you can see. Like they're shooting us from really far away, so just be careful. As you can see, if they lock onto you there, it does get really annoying. So just try and make sure they don't. I'm probably going to have to avoid it for a second. Okay, I think we're good. So now we're going to go down here, hop off, and we're going to go ahead and touch the hanging bell. I don't think there's anything on us. Nice, now we've got the second talisman of the quest line. So what you can go ahead and do now is you can go and talk to this woman here back at the main place. Just speak to her. She's going to have like a few lines, so talk to her a few times. I don't think it's that important, to be honest, but it's just dialogue you might want to see. And then we can go over back to him and speak to him for the last part of the quest line. So here you go, he's going to just tell us some stuff, and we're going to get the third map here. And again, like before, if you want to talk to him a few times, there's going to be extra dialogue options here, so you can speak to all of these ones. And there's another one here that you can go ahead and speak to if you want to. There's also going to be this, another of these spells that you can buy as well. Okay, so now at this point what you want to do is you want to go ahead and just go back to his location. The reason we do this is so that it kind of resets where he is, and when you come back he shouldn't be on the chair anymore, which means we can activate the chair again to go into the final section of the game. So you can see, yep, he's off the chair, that means he'll be outside. We can go ahead and we can interact with it, we can go underground, and then we're going to go ahead and find the final finger to sort of deal with. So examine it here, press the button. And then we're going to go down the ladder, just like before. What we want to do is just make our way all the way up to the end here, and you can see there's the last one hanging there. We can go ahead and interact with it. Now this time you're not going to be given a reward. It's going to go ahead and unlock a boss that you're going to have to go ahead and fight to finish this quest line. So go ahead and you're going to sound it, and then you're going to see the quest line or the boss start. It's in this like weird sort of like domain that you're going to be in. It's a pretty cool looking one. You can use your summons as well. It's quite a strange boss, and I'd recommend that you're kind of kitted well for it.
Equifax can help you understand your...
Okay, so at this point you can come back to the main cathedral here, and we're going to go in here, and you're going to notice that there's nobody actually here. So what you want to do is go up to the chair here, and you want to examine it, and it's going to spawn in this knight here, who you're going to have to go ahead and fight for this sort of just like a small battle here. Not super difficult, apart from that bit. And there we go, not too bad, pretty easy to go ahead and beat. He's just quite aggressive, but you can just wait for his attack to go, and then you can just counter it pretty easily. But after that, it's going to spawn in another boss, which is a bit harder, or a bit of like a more of a main boss. And you can see here, you're going to be spawned into her right away. She basically spawns in spiders here, and you can't use a summon here, I don't believe, which is kind of annoying. But she's basically going to be doing loads of like magic and stuff. Somehow I missed that shot. I think she kind of spawned, she kind of changed her location a lot, so it makes you, kind of throws you off a bit. But you can see she takes damage pretty easily. She's not like super strong, so all you need is like a few good hits and she's gonna be out of there. Now you can see for me, she's kind of like glitched inside the wall, which has actually made it very easy for me to go ahead and do it. I've literally can just spam attack her because she's stuck in the wall. Okay, apparently not that one. And there we go, we've just destroyed her as well. She was actually easy, but she was stuck in the wall, so I had kind of an advantage there that I probably shouldn't have had. And then from there we're going to be getting the bell bearing, the staff, hat, robe, all this kind of stuff here. So quite a lot of cool items here that you can actually go ahead and use. Okay, so at this point we have to get another item to kind of finish it off, and we need to go here to this region, which is the storehouse, first floor, and we want to go ahead to the left hand side over here, and we're going to go through this room here. There's a few enemies, but you can just dodge them pretty easily, and you want to go ahead and go to this lift here, which is going to take us to the west side of this fort. So basically go on the lift. From here we need to go ahead and go right. Now there's going to be a lot of things sort of chasing us, don't worry. Now for a shortcut we can just go through here, and then we can jump down and do like a 180 instantly. So jump here, 180, and it should be here, the Iris of Grace, and you can go ahead and then we can use that on the next section of the game. So I want to go here, and we're going to see her on the floor sort of dying over here, and we want to just go up to her and do the dialogue. So it's going to say, the night is ever dark, I need the stars, give me light, and you're going to use the Iris of Grace here, and this is going to go ahead and give you something in return. So you can just skip, we'll just wait for this dialogue to be over. And there you go, now we've got the Swordhand of Night, Jolan, or how you say that. At this point we have to go to Hinterland, and the reason we're going to go here is so that we can go ahead and double up the summon that we've just got. So this is the only route you can do it. You're actually going to be going into this one here, so it's called Rabbath's Rise, but we're going in from a different location than usual. So So just follow my route along. You're going to have the tree sentinels there, of course. They're not really going to injure you if you just run past them. And we have to do a bit of parkour here, but it's not too difficult. I tried to get in through the other way, but I just couldn't figure out how to do it. So I think this is just the easier way to do it, and it's not super hard, to be honest with you. So go through here, and we're going to end up at the shaman's village, or shaman's village. And then we're going to be going up here. So be very careful here, because you can die quite easily. Just follow my route, or just make sure you go very carefully down here. So we want to get all the way to the edge here, and see, there's a few. So like when there's a red dot here, a red mark, that means someone's died there, so you don't want to go down that bit. I'd recommend go down here, and then go down here. Essentially, we're just trying to get lower and lower each time. And we're going to go here. And there are platforms to do this, like it's not like you're sliding down the mountain. You are going down little platform bits. But as you can see, there's a red bit there, so we want to be careful. Alright, so once we get to around here, it might be a good idea to jump off the horse, and we can just sort of go on foot now. So I want to get down to this bit here. And then from this bit here, we're not aiming for the roof, we just want to go straight forwards, and we want to aim for the balcony. There we go. And then from here we can go ahead and speak to her here, which is the puppet, and we can use the puppet to go into the ashes, and then we're going to get the Jolan and Anna ashes, which is one we can go ahead and use, which is pretty cool. And that's the quest line basically over. So if you enjoyed the video and found it useful, be sure to like and subscribe, comment down below that it helped, and let me know if there's any other videos you'd like me to do about Elden Ring or any other game in particular. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.